cracking on with this, sort of, I felt like, let me kind of look back at Villa's season and what kind of players do I want to see come in, and then we'll compare that with what actually happens in the 6 or 8 weeks that's left of the transfer window. So, in terms of outgoings, we haven't sold anyone as yet. I know we've had a few leave, end of their contracts. So like the likes of James Chester's gone to Stoke, Andre Green's been released, and then a ton of youth players got released back in June, with the likes of Hepburn Murphy, Callum O'Hare going to Coventry. So I think that was kind of disappointed, seeing some of those, what were once our most exciting prospects from Aston Villa, now being pushed out the door. There's not seen as a future. Andre Green sort of had good moments in the Championship, and I think me personally, I think probably because I play wing, so I've kind of like, I want him to do well, and him coming through the academy, I did want to kind of see him in the Premier League, but obviously they've seen enough of him play now, and Dean Smith obviously doesn't deem him to be Premier League quality, which is what we're after at Aston Villa. So in terms of going out, I personally wouldn't want to be getting rid of too much of the squad. It's be more of a case of adding to it. I'm not sure what's happening with Henry Lansbury. I think he does have some time left on his contract, but hasn't really played Championship level, didn't play last season, so that's perhaps one player that could be shipped out. But then if he goes, it's like we'd need another centre midfielder in. Wingers, if we look in the wide area, this is the area where I think our greatest need of players is required. So who do we have at the moment? We have El Ghazi, Trezeguet and Hotta, all of which you could say haven't been good enough. I mean, Hotta didn't even have a look in the games after lockdown, and what was key for me is the fact that El Ghazi and Trezeguet weren't even playing good, and yet Hotta was not even deemed good enough to have a look. So, but then we've just signed him, so it may be difficult to get him out the door. Either way, I would want 2 wingers in, adding to what we have, no matter what happens. And this is not even including Jack Grealish in this question. So the next question is who? Now, if I had my own way, like, you might call me mad, but I'd be trying to put up the same money Everton were putting up last year for Zaha. Like, but maybe that's me being a deluded Aston Villa fan, thinking that we can attract those sorts of players. But if I'm being more realistic, it's looking at Benrahma from New Brentford. But they're also saying Watkins from Brentford. Are we going to get both of them? Some would say no. So the Watkins deal did look done, but now we haven't really heard much from there at all. I have seen today news of us signing the lad from Exeter. I don't even know his name. Like, that just, to me, that says it all. I mean, yeah, he could come in and be really good, but it's all a risk, right? Every transfer is a risk, but I just want us to bring in a name. That's it, really. But then there's the other way of looking at it. You can bring names in and they don't perform. So, yeah, they've got a difficult job on their hands. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it would be easy to go out and get the players in, because even now I'm struggling to sort of think of. I mean, you've just got to look in and around the I'm trying to think, like, I was making the claims of, I want Phil Foden in on loan. That's what I want. Like, I don't know, you may think that's a mad suggestion, but he needs game time. He'll get game time. The case I was making was, if we go down and we sell Jack, I wanted Foden on loan. And I don't think that would be a crazy idea. Foden, Championship, he'd be in a team that you'd expect to be at the top half of the table, so he'd be winning games. Dean Smith likes to play football in a good way, so I feel like it would suit all parties. People laughed at me saying, nah, he wouldn't drop down the level. But look at Mason Mounts had to do it. Frank Lampard did it. Jack Grealish did it. So it's not a foreign move for players. It's not like unheard of for big time players to sort of drop down divisions. But I don't know whether staying in the Premiership, I don't know whether Foden then comes to Villa, because let's be real, we're going to be a bottom half struggling team. What might make more sense of a loan if I was Foden is maybe going out to Wolves or an Everton maybe. Yeah, but so bringing it back to Villa, they've got a tough job with the targets. And me sitting here now, I'm struggling to think of any off the top of my head that are realistically achievable. Now, and this is just, so that's the winger situation done. If we go further forward to striker, which I think is our second weakest area that needs to be improved. So at the moment, strikers on our books are Wesley, we have Samatta, we have Borja Baston, and Keenan Davis and Louis Barry. So we've got these 5 here. So let's start with Borja Baston. That's been a joke of a transfer. Absolute joke. Like, clearly that was not like someone that Dean Smith wanted. He was just someone that Suso brought in on the last day, panic, just to get some bodies in the building. But he clearly has no future at Aston Villa. So that's one scenario that's got to be dealt with. Then you've got Wesley and Samatta, who you paid big money for. Samatta's just come in January. He's got to stay. Wesley, big money last summer. And I think you probably got to keep both of them at the club. With Wesley's injury, you probably can't sell him anyway. So I think those two you're stuck with. And then I do then think you need one more, because Davis isn't to the level. He could maybe do with a loan spell or even being sold. And then Louis Barry, who probably isn't ready yet. I mean, we're not in training, so we don't know. It depends how close is Barry ready, what level's he at. But I mean, I think it just shows well that he wasn't in any of the squads in the season post lockdown. So maybe that means something, that I think if Dean thought he was ready, he would have chucked him in, at least in the squad. So that tells me he's not ready. So that means we need another striker in, and I'm seeing rumours about the Watkins. I've watched his goals from last season, and I see someone else commenting on Twitter. He looks a bit of a Hogan type player. A lot of his goals are first time finishes, headers. Looks a bit more of a bit of a poacher. And yes, that's good, but I think sometimes you need a bit more than that. I mean, I can't sit here and say I've seen him play. So yeah, maybe I'm the wrong person to talk on that, but I'd be looking at players like Josh King. Can you get Callum Wilson? These are guys with Premier League experience. Like Bournemouth, I'd be raiding that team. Pookie, no one's gone in for him yet. Why can't we raid these players first? I think we need to learn from what we did last summer, in that letting other clubs sign our targets. So with Brighton signing Maupay, and we've already shot Brighton. They mean business also, bringing in Lallana, like top quality player. This is Lallana. This is a Champions League and Premier League winner. Now, and Brighton compared to Villa, yes, Brighton have been in the Premier League, but for longer. But that's where we've got to be aspiring to get and overtake. It's frustrating watching sort of Wolves come up and like hit the league by storm the way they have, and then Villa are still being linked with players from Exeter. It's ridiculous. So yeah, striker, that will be a key area for me. I did see some rumours, I think maybe a month ago back, talking about Benteke coming back. And yeah, I think that deal's got to be completely dead. It seems like every transfer window is rumoured with coming back to Villa, and I think it's a nice little fairy tale we had. If you see his goals, he scored some good goals, didn't he? But I think his wages, for one, are way too high, and two, is he ever going to be that player? I think we seem to think that he'll come to Villa and he'll just magically get the form back that he had when he was at Villa, but it doesn't always work like that. And then yeah, so wide and strikers are your two main areas that need to be strengthened. But besides all of this, you've still got the key issue of Jack Grealish. Does he stay? Does he go? So it was good to see him back at Villa Park today. Good to see him back at the training ground doing the testing. So the latest with Manchester United, it seems, is the Sancho deal is up in the air. Like, I just want that deal to be done. I think the sooner Man United sign Sancho, the better it is for Villa.